Get a statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions from the players, and then let them get out of here.
Well, that was the best New Year's Eve gift I could possibly get, the defense in the first half. That was a brilliant performance of team defense. We've been really, really working on that, and the guys covered each other's backs. When you get people to shoot 13% from the field, 12% from three, you're just playing remarkable defense. Real proud of our guys. It was a terrific win. Kadary had a beautiful homecoming, and RJ was brilliant as well. So we're very excited about the win. We know we have a tough one coming up on Wednesday.
Kadary, can you tell us a little bit about how you felt about being back in the arena and the reception that you got from the crowd?
It was nice to come back and get a win, despite all the boos and stuff like that. I think I carved out a very good career here, so I appreciate them.
Kadary, what do you think at the end of the game with the St. John's fans were chanting your name?
I thought it was cool that they embraced me and showed me love. They know what was going on all night with the crowd, so that was nice to see.
RJ, did you notice anything maybe different about the way Kadary approached this game coming into it?
Nah, he came into this game just like any other one. I know you guys are gonna say maybe he had a different mentality just because he was coming back to an old school, but I mean I think he played great. We came out with the same fire, the same intensity, the same defensive principles we come out with, and I was just glad to get a win. And we got to focus on Xavier next.
RJ, when somebody says first place St. John's, how does that sound to you? You're first place in the Big East now.
Sounds great. I mean, I'm really excited. Myself and my teammates and the whole entire coaching staff, we put a lot of hard work during the summer. So, I mean, it just feels great. I mean, it's nice to be in the first place, but the job's not finished. So, we're going to continue to keep on winning games and just playing together and having fun as a group.
Is that the best first half you guys have played this year?
As far as defensively?
Yes.
I think by the numbers, yeah. Coach Pitino told us in the first half that we held them to, I think, 13% from the field, 12% from the three, or vice versa. I'm not sure, but
Yes, you got it right.
I did.
You got it right.
Yes, I got it. But I mean, yeah, I feel like that's really been our next level, our jump from last year's team to this year's team. I feel like we got a nice group of guys. We're very long, athletic. We could switch 1 through 5. I think Zuby does a great job of guarding the guards as well. And I mean, I think it was a good defensive half. I want us to continue to play defense that aggressively.
Coach, this is a team that got
One more for the players first, then we'll let them get out of here. Anybody?
RJ, yesterday, Coach said about your potential future, about how he thinks you're going to be a great pro and he thinks you could be in the NBA next year. Have you given any thought at all about your future?
No, I just put everything in God's hand. And I'm gonna just take care of what's in front of me, and that's I'm here at St. John's, and I want to win big, and that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna wear this jersey proudly, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Kadary, did you get a chance to speak to Shah at all before during the game?
No.
What are your kind of goals with this season? I mean, obviously the team trying to make the NCAA tournament. What would that be like to make the tournament with these guys?
I think it would be fun. We've been together since the summer, and we've been winning and preaching winning. So I feel like it would be a big thing for us and the community.
We'll let the guy. Go ahead, one more.
RJ, you guys held the defensive effort in the first half. You held Seton Hall to 3 field goals, for the entire half. But also your offense, you had 13 points and jumped out to a 20-point lead. So does the defense feed your offense in that hot streak?
I think basketball is a game of runs. You got to play on both sides of the ball. But yeah, definitely, I feel like I get going on the defensive end, and my teammates do a good job of finding me.
Okay, we'll let the guys get out of here. Go ahead. You can ask your question to start, Coach.
Thank you, Kadary.
Thanks, guys. Coach, this is a team that got the best of you twice last year, and now you beat them 2 times in a row. This win and then the last Big East tournament. How does it feel to finally turn the tides?
It all depends. There's no more streaks anymore because the teams just keep changing dramatically. It's a new breed of college basketball. So you never have returning players where they got you last year, so you get them this year. It's just the players will keep changing. So we're just happy we won. We're not looking at records at all.
Rick, how did it go from he's almost definitely not playing to Smith playing today?
Well, I wasn't going to play him because he said he couldn't shoot, and he said, "Coach, I want to go." He said that to me, and I was surprised. The trainer and I both made a decision he wouldn't play, but I thought it'd be good for him to get out there and run because he hasn't practiced and play a little bit. It'll set him up for Wednesday's game.
Were you concerned at all about contact and stuff like that?
No, he's got a sprain. I wanted him to just get a few minutes tonight, just mentally getting him over. It's the mental part right now he's got to get over.
Rick, is he still in pain, or is it like a...
It bothers him a little bit when he shoots, especially when he misses.
Rick, what makes this team so good defensively?
Well, we've been studying a lot of film of great defensive teams. We studied the Oklahoma Thunder religiously right now because they play the same defense we play. And it's been a long, long time since I've seen a team play defense like they do. They play like a college team. They switch everything, they front everything, they give weak side help, they trap the great players. Just a lot of fun to watch them. In the last week, we've spent a lot of time watching the Thunder, and we're going to continue to do that.
Rick, what was your advice to Kadary for handling this environment? How do you think you handled it?
He handled it great. Kadary nothing really bothers Kadary. Look, every one of those students and everybody in the building would have done the same thing he did. Believe me, if the money was the same, he would be playing for Shaheen. If the money was close, he'd be playing for Shaheen. So he's a free agent just like all free agents. He loves Seton Hall, he loves Shaheen, playing for Shaheen, loved his teammates here, but you know, it's not a level playing field. I'm hoping that revenue comes in for Seton Hall and everybody basically gets the same, and then you'll see Seton Hall just as good as any team in the league. So right now they don't have the revenue that most of the other teams have. Probably it's the lowest in the league.
Rick, do you have any thoughts on the team climbing into first place in the conference?
You know, Raj, I'd rather take first place than last place. I really don't think about it. I'm just consumed with the next game. I think we're playing great defense right now. I think we're doing a lot of good things on the break. I'm just enjoying each practice, each game. I really don't think too much of that, and I'm proud for the St. John's fans. I know it means something to them, but to me it means very little.
Coach, what was the fan support like, especially at the end, where in the second, where for much of the game, some the St. John's fans were drowning out the.
When we were in the Bahamas, we had probably one of the largest contingent. St. John's fans are coming back. We're trying to make them join our team one by one. Whether it's the streets in New York, we don't care where they come from. One by one, we're trying to cultivate our fan base because St. John's lost a big fan base in the last 20 years, a lot of Subway alumni, and we're trying to get it back, and we're doing it one by one.
Rick, when you and Shaheen both got double technicals after the review on Aaron, what happened?
I just told Rick they're going to hand the ball on the out-of-bounds play. I said, come on, get in the game, hand the ball. And so he gave me a technical, gave him a technical. Not a big deal. I'm not a big technical guy, but he ruined my record. Then he reminded me, he said, I got one in the Big East. I don't remember that.
One more, anybody?
What would it mean to you to win the Big East regular season? I mean, it's still a long way to go, but I mean, UConn lost to them, Marquette lost.
You know, the one thing I can tell you, the media just keeps looking ahead all the time.
That's what we get paid for.
I know. No, I'm not sure you get paid for that. I think you get paid for writing the story and figuring out who's going to win and pick the degenerate gamblers so you can help them out. But you're always looking at the future, and we just put all our emphasis and effort into the next game. I mean, this was a great victory for us, but we're just going to concentrate on Xavier and not think about that. So I don't know what it would mean. We've won 2 back-to-back Big East championships at Louisville. We've been a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament more than I can remember. So those were good times for the fans, but I never thought about that. Now, after it's over, if you do it, I still remember those moments with the Big East championships, but we're a long way from that. Let's just get ready for Xavier and focus on that, because they had a great win today. And you know what? You probably already know this, but they beat Marquette today with only making 2 threes, Roger.
Rick, I was going to say, one of the things that you've kind of brought up over and over again during the season is that, like, the hardest thing to do is to win a Big East road game. You guys have played 4 and now won 3. What do you think that says about your group?
I think to win a Big East road game, you have to be a good defensive team. And we're a good defensive team. And we're getting better and better at that. If you're not a really good defensive team, I don't care what league you're in, you're not going to win on the road. Or you just got to have incredible offensive talent, like in Alabama, for instance. They can win any which way possible because they can score 100 points in a game. That's not us. We got to be great defensively to win on the road.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Coach.